guys, I'm Eric.
I'm Grace. We're the Wandering Ravens.
We are a couple of Americans on a quest to learn everything we can about the UK. This YouTube channel documents our British journey, so if that sounds like the sort of content that you would be interested in, make sure you click subscribe.
Today we're going to be discussing British etiquette. Specifically, what are things that are considered polite in other countries but could possibly offend in the UK?
This question was recently asked on Reddit, so what we're going to do is read some of the top answers to you and provide some Eric and Grace feedback, as usual.
As we do.
As we do.
First up, we have popping round to people's houses. I like having visitors, but it's common courtesy to let someone know if you want to come over, which is not the case everywhere. Also, if someone invites you over for food here, unless expressly asked to, it's somewhat weird to bring a dish. I have a lot of relatives who assume every meal is a potluck, and my partner finds this a bit offensive because he worries it's because they think he can't cook. I'm sure your partner can cook. Is this the same way in the States, or just depending on where you are?
I think this kind of depends on the region in the States. Some places you have to let people have a heads up, but I also know that there are some states and regions in the United States where it is perfectly acceptable to just show up at someone's door, knock, 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 I'm here! And then you feed them and you chat and there goes your evening.
I do agree with this commenter though. I hate it when people come by unannounced.
Yeah.
It just totally throws me off and I'm not prepared. Usually I'm not wearing clothes.
So we agree with you guys over there in the UK. Definitely let people know ahead of time. Question for you guys though, how much of a heads up do you need to give someone before arriving at their house? And if you're American, I'll apply this question to you too. Let us know what it's like in your part of the United States. Can you just pop by immediately? Or do you need to send a text 5, 10, 30, 2-hour minutes? Lost track of time there.
Literally. I would prefer people let me know that they're popping by the day before.
Even getting a phone call that's not planned a day in advance, I dislike. What if someone's like literally popping by?
I won't answer the door.
We have done that before. Quick, hide! We don't have clothes on! Frankly, the only reason we wear clothes at all is for this YouTube channel. Getting the attention of waiters. In a lot of Europe, it's acceptable to snap your fingers, shout across the restaurant, or grab them as they go past.
What? I've never grabbed anyone as they went past.
That is so rude. In the UK, you make eye contact and smile. If they're very unobservant, you could say, "Excuse me," as they go past. Probably "excuse me" and "sorry."
Sorry.
Need a couple sorries in there.
Excuse me.
Anything else will be seen as rude. For some American comparison, this is exactly how it is over in the States as well. At least all the states that we've been to. You definitely don't snap your fingers at people, shout at people.
I'm curious though, where in Europe do people grab waitstaff as they go by?
Yeah, that seems really rude. And also with getting the eye contact and smiling, even in the States, waving down the server is considered rude. I remember being a server, and when people would wave at me or call me, then I would get triggered by it. I remember also there was a certain demographic of people that were particularly more vocal about getting servers' attentions, and they were Koreans, were very vocal about getting servers' attentions, waving down, occasionally snapping fingers. As an American, it really pissed me off because I'm like, that's so rude! But then Grace and I moved to Korea, and we spent 2 years living in the country, and we understood exactly why people do that. And basically in Korea, it sounds like it might be like some places in Europe, the server will never ever come to your table unless you call them. And the tables literally have bells on them that you ding to get the server's attention. And you get their attention by yelling "Chogyo," which means "Hey there."
Or "Over here."
Yeah, over here. So in that culture, that's the way the service staff relationship is very different than it is in the UK and the USA. And I actually really liked it. After living in Korea and then going to the UK and back to the USA, I don't like the whole gotta catch their eye game that we play with our service staff. It would just really streamline the whole process. If it's okay for you to say, "I need some help." Check, please. Yeah. We need some more communication in the dining room.
My Chinese relatives like to comment on weight, and you're always either too fat or too thin. Not likely to go down well with Brits. Talking about money, politics, and religion. Chinese people certainly are more open about money. How much you earn, what you spend it on, generally considered to be a private matter to Brits and only to be discussed amongst close friends and family, if at all.
A lot of these are applying to the States and the UK.
Yeah.
So this could just as easily be applied to the States. Don't talk to people about their weight, don't talk to people about their looks, and you don't talk about money, politics, or religion unless it's with someone that you've agreed to discuss those things with.
About the politics comment, though, in here, I'm curious, is there an exception with foreigners visiting the UK? Because when we were in the UK, we noticed that every single British person we met wanted to discuss politics with us. So are we the exception to the rule because we're outsiders?
If you know the answer to that, do let us know. Beeping a car horn when you're passing or overtaking seems sensible and courteous, but do that in the UK and you'll turn the other person in the other car into a psychopathic road warrior. They'll go from 0 to 100 in a second. And another thing that I thought was interesting was in a follow-up comment, someone says, "I can't believe this is okay in other countries. I would never think to use the horn for anything but legitimate safety reasons." Okay, this is another thing where it is very similar in the States and in the UK. We don't really have any other uses for our horns in America besides beeping them as a greeting or to say goodbye. Like we'll do that if we see a friend or if someone we know is driving by, we can honk, ha ha, hi. Apparently that's how Americans sound today.
We wouldn't beep when you overtake someone.
Yeah, we don't have any system like that.
That would be considered road rage, I feel like. If you did that when you were overtaking someone, they
Yeah.
would take that as a sign of aggression, I feel.
If you're British, do let us know. Do you have any other uses for your car horns? Do you use them for anything other than legitimate safety reasons?
When making the peace sign with your fingers, make sure to do so with your knuckles and nails pointing towards you and not to the recipient.
This is one we don't have in America.
Yeah, surprisingly though, because a lot of these we've been like, yeah, it's the same way in America, but this is definitely not the same in America. This is not offensive in America.
Because we have never gone to war with the French. So if you do this in America, no one will get offended. They'll just think that you're a rapper. You know, it's like what dudes do. What's up, my home slice?
I think you're just like,
What's up, dude?
trying to look cool. So it's like,
It's two. You wouldn't do just like one, maybe. Two. There we go. Yeah.
I would.
Gotta do two of them. Question for the audience, if you're British or even if you're from another country, what are other hand signs that have alternative meanings in different countries? So in the UK, I think the only one we need to be aware of is this. But if there's other signs, please let us know.
Not thanking the bus driver.
I feel like in most places in America, we would also thank the bus driver. Unless you're in one of those buses where there's a front door and the exit's in the back. If you're exiting and the driver can't hear you, then we wouldn't say it.
Yeah.
But I do know, I've heard from British people that it's kind of an automatic thing. Even if you're getting off the bus at a place where the bus driver definitely won't hear you, you'll still mumble thank you under your breath.
Cheers,
out of
driver.
habit. Yeah. Not saying please and thank you after every sentence. Thank you.
This is definitely one of those aspects of Britishness and British culture that is made well aware by most people, like how polite everyone is.
Bit of a stereotype at this point.
How everyone says please and thank you and sorry incessantly. I do feel that British people on average probably say please and thank you a bit more than Americans.
Yes, as we've said before, Americans, based on our personal experience, seem to place emphasis on thank yous more than pleases. So if I'm ordering coffee, I'll walk up and say, "Hi, could I get an iced Americano? Thanks." And then when they hand it to me, then I would say, "Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, this is so good. Thank you. Thank you. You are the best. Thank you so much." Whereas, from what we understand, Brits would make sure to say, "Could I get an iced Americano, please?" If you go to a coffee shop, how would you order an iced Americano? Write your request down below. What would you say? And if you're from another country, write that down as well and let us know what is the standard ordering procedure in your country. If you would like to hear even more British and American etiquette differences, make sure that you watch this playlist of videos right here. We have made a total of 3 videos so far on British and American etiquette, so if you enjoy the topic, you'll really enjoy this playlist. And a quick announcement for our subscribers. Guys, I hate to break it to you, we have a bit of bad news. We are actually not going to be putting out a video this Friday because we're going to be traveling. We're actually gonna be on a plane that day. It's been months since we've been on the plane.
Oh my gosh, it has been months.
Not since November, I think.
Not since November.
Yeah, it's been a very long time since we've been on a plane, so that will be strange. But we're gonna be on a plane, flying somewhere. If you think you know where we're gonna be flying to, do drop that down below. Hint, we're not flying to England. Sorry.
But don't worry, we will be back with a new episode on Tuesday.
In the meantime, if you're looking to get your Eric and Grace Wandering Ravens fix, make sure that you go down to the description, click the link to our Patreon, and join us over there. We are still going to be posting our regular 3 videos per week on our Patreon. And in case we haven't mentioned it before, joining our Patreon also gets you access to a private Facebook group where you can chat with other patrons and us about British culture, share your Sunday roast photos, and also help us proof video scripts. For example, we do have another Americans React to British Accents video coming up soon, and we're going to be asking our patrons to approve of the accent clips that we're using in that video. So if you're looking for more content to fill your week between now and next Tuesday, join us on Patreon. Again, I'm Eric.
And I'm Grace.
We're the Wandering Ravens.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Auf Wiedersehen. Bet.